talking about how I spent the day before my IELTS test, I had contradictory emotions. I was nervous, at the same time happy that the exam is going to end. I was confident, peaceful, at the same time little stressed. But I had prepared for the day. I had strategy on how I will spend my time so that the next day I'm really fresh, confident and prepared, mentally prepared to give the exam. Because my exam was in the morning. So around 9 o'clock I had to reach the center. I actually gave IDP IELTS test. So my thoughts were like, I have to be really refreshed and energetic so that my mind works really well at that time, because you have to be quick. When it's listening or it's reading, writing, you have to be quick and you have to be spontaneous. So this is how I started my day, and all the activities were planned accordingly. Let me take you through my day. So I had a very healthy breakfast. It was light and it was nutritious so that my mind functions really well and I am able to think through. Now was the time I actually sat for few hours continuously with certain breaks in between to prepare for the IELTS test. Now this preparation was not the actual preparation because I had been preparing for a month or so for my IELTS test, but now was the time where I had to review all these strategies and retain them in my head. So what I did was I started from writing, reading, listening, because speaking is generally scheduled at some other day. For some IELTS test takers, you will get speaking test on the same day. So I'll accommodate the speaking part also in this video. What I did was I started with writing. So for me, it was really important because even for writing, I had a strategy and I had those structures prepared. So I picked one by one each letter. I was given general training IELTS test. So I picked up each letter, the formal letters, that is letter of complaint, request, and then I moved on to informal letter. I actually practiced one letter for each of the type and I actually wrote them. So the structure was prepared, it was in my head, I had memorized it. I had thoroughly gone through the structure and I was confident that I am writing well. The topics were new now this time. I was not going through the old topics because sometimes it happens with me that it's like a memorization. The topics and the structure, the content is memorized in my head. So I wanted to take a new topic to actually test whether I am capable, whether I am qualified to give the test the other day or not. So after the writing section, I moved on to reading. I was not giving a test, let me be very clear. I was right now just strategizing and preparing for the structure and what all things I need to, memorize for the test day. So when I moved on to the writing part, I took like small paragraph from the IELTS Cambridge book and I practiced them. So there are 4 parts. I practiced all 4 sections one by one with the timer, but it was not a test. So I practiced one paragraph, then a break, then another, just to test that I am in tune with those essays. Once that was done, I moved on to the third part, that was the listening part. So I wanted to check whether I'm attentive, I am focused, I'm able to understand what is being said in the audio. And including what I did in the writing part was actually I also practiced essay. I picked up one good essay, one topic from IELTS Writing Made Easy, and I wrote it myself. I structured it. I took 2 minutes and then prepared the pointers, then attempted the whole essay. And I was confident because I was writing well and the content was fluent. I was spontaneous. I had a lot of ideas coming up in my head. So despite my nervousness, but it went well. So my strategizing, my reviewing the whole strategy part, it went smooth. I took around 2 to 3 hours, and after every hour or half an hour, I was taking a 5 minutes break just to refresh my mind. So once my morning part was consumed in this preparation, I took a break, complete break for 2-3 hours, and then I spent some time with my family members, with my sister, and I went for a walk, had good lunch, took a small nap for like half an hour, and now was the evening time. So first of all, I did not pressurize myself a lot on this day. It was smooth, it was light, it went easy. Second of all, the preparation was going on side by side. Now people tend to omit this mock test, but I took it because in my mindset, according to me, what happens is once you give a mock test just before your IELTS test, you are actually into that speed, into that environment, into that mind frame. So, and the other day I can then replicate this mind frame on my test day. So I actually started the timer and I gave the continuous IELTS test. I picked up one of the tests from the Cambridge English book that I had given in the initial days, so I actually did not remember those questions, and it was smooth. So again, the results made me even more confident, and I was actually sure that I have prepared enough so I can score like good in my IELTS test. And the evening time was specifically spent on giving the mock test. I did not do anything else other than these two important things: the morning part into the revision, the evening part into one mock test. Since my evenings are really refreshing, sometimes the weather is good, and at that time particularly the weather was good, I took some break, I went to my terrace, I did some meditation. That's something I do every day. I do Nitai meditation, so I did it for some time, took deep breaths, and due to that mindful meditation, I was really refreshed, calm, and my stress has actually gone off. After that, I had good dinner, a light dinner, not very heavy dinner, because it is said that if you have a very heavy meal the other day or that day, you tend to become very lazy, and then you have to sleep after that. And when you get up in the morning, you have heaviness in head and you are not very energetic. So I had a very healthy and a light dinner again. The other thing that I did for the exam day was that I took some time and I actually prepared a list of all the things that I had to carry for the exam day. That actually included my admit card. It also included a pen and a paper. So generally what happens is, guys, people at the institutes, they do not allow you to take your own pen and pencil, mobile phone or any other belongings. So you need to keep it at the institution or the authority, with the authority, whosoever is looking into it. At some cases, they may allow you at the max to take your own pencil. Paper, they give it on their own. There's a glass of water in the institute. So you can carry your water bottle, but at the end of the day, you have to keep it with them. So I took some time out and kept all the things in my pouch, and I was prepared for the IELTS test day, even for the IELTS materials now. So mentally it's done, the belongings I have kept, and now was the time that I took some time out to actually visualize the test day. I'll tell you the science behind it. Whenever you want to achieve something, you tend to visualize it. You imagine that. If you're also giving for an interview, you got to imagine that, visualize that in your head. So I just went into a visualization session on my own, and I was actually saying that how my day will start, what all things will happen, how the half an hour, the time will start for the listening test, and then the reading and writing. How will I actually mentally be prepared and remain calm? So I was kind of talking to myself, bringing in the confidence. What I took care was not to pressurize myself, as I said earlier. Other than that, as I again mentioned, not have very heavy meals that will make me very lethargic and stop my mind functioning well and speedily. The last thing I did was, again at that night, I took long hours sleep. I was calm, composed, chilled out. I spoke to some of my friends, called them, shared jokes, had fun time. I was light, mentally feeling relaxed, and I slept for long hours. Another important thing that I avoided was jumping into a lot of question set or reading a lot of content from my Writing IELTS Made Easy book. That is something really important, guys, because you cannot put your mind into a lot of pressure of the questions and introducing yourself to too many questions, because this day is crucial. You become, either you get confused or you stay confident that whatever you have prepared is enough. So I was avoiding all kinds of new questions, all kinds of new books or videos. I avoided that on this particular day and was stable. So whatever resources I had, I knew they were enough, and that helped me. This is how I spent my day, and let me now summarize it for all of you guys. Please know that that was my personal experience. It might differ for you, but I hope that you could pick up certain points that will help you and avoid certain things that will pressurize you or put it into a self-validation mode. I'll summarize now all the pointers that I have shared in this video, starting right from the do's which is having a good sleep just before the IELTS test, having nutritious and light diet so that the mind is active, visualizing the success, the D-Day, the IELTS test day, what all things I'm supposed to do, and how I will manage the stress and the timings. Lastly, I also reviewed all the resources, all the strategies for each of the sections, right from writing till speaking. And lastly, I also gave one mock test that is optional. That is something I really prefer right from my school days. So I did again the same thing. It might differ for you. If you're not into that motion, that's completely fine. But this test actually helps me to get into that speed and that time and that environment of a real-time test. So these were the do's. The don'ts were that I did not pressurize myself. I stayed calm. Other than that, I did not have heavy meals. I avoided any kind of new content consumption in terms of books, videos, or even strategies, and didn't talk about anything negative, rather practice meditation, didn't allow any negative vibes to be around me or any stressful situation or story come across my mind. And that was all. And I scored actually a good band, that was 8 band in IELTS General Training Test. If you are inspired by my experience, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to be notified every time I share my content through the videos. Stay tuned for more videos and show support, guys.